wind on my back just like I said, simplify, simplify. Don't know where, don't
Ready to simplify life with diabetes? Get started today with a free 30-day Omnipod DASH trial. Go to omnipod.com/free for risk information, instructions for use, and free trial terms and conditions. Consult your healthcare provider before starting on Omnipod. Simplify diabetes. Simplify life. Omnipod.
Welcome back to Smart Device, Smart Conversations. How can I help?
I heard a rumor that there was a way for parents and kids living with type 1 to actually sleep through the night.
It's real. The T-Slim X2 pump with Control IQ technology is designed to reduce the need for a parent to get up at night to check numbers or hand out juice boxes.
You're about to be way more charming in the morning.
Learn more at tandemdiabetes.com/kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and good evening to our 13th annual Evening Round the Campfire Hybrid Gala. Live from Disneyland, California, please welcome your virtual Master of Ceremonies, Ariana Helfant Peterson.
It's such an honor to be here emceeing tonight's event while my dad, Michael Helfant, also takes the stage at Disneyland. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was just 6 years old and started attending Camp Conrad Chinnock when I was 8. I saw the transformative benefits of camp firsthand, and I can absolutely say it changed my life and outlook on diabetes forever. Today I work as a therapist treating many kids, adults, and families dealing with type 1 diabetes, and I credit camp for shaping me personally and professionally. This year's theme is Discovering Camp. Do you remember a time when you made a significant discovery? Something that may have changed your life or brought great joy, knowledge, or strength to you and your family? Such discoveries are a big part of every session of Camp Conrad Chinnock, and it shows on each camper's face. Oftentimes, this takes place on the very first day of session, when kids, teens, and parents alike discover or rediscover that they are surrounded by a community of people who almost all have type 1 diabetes, just like them. In 1957, Dr. Robert Chinnock realized that his pediatric patients needed more than just medical advice on how to manage their diabetes. They needed something much greater than what the hospital setting had to offer. These children needed hope and to find a place where they didn't feel like outsiders, left to their own devices to figure out how to live meaningful lives with diabetes. Dr. Chinnock was determined to stop diabetes from destroying children's hopes and dreams. This last summer, Camp Conrad Chinnock returned to its traditional programming in the mountains. We successfully ran 7 sessions of in-person camping programs for both kids and parents. Camp leaders spent several months of careful planning to make sure that the coronavirus would not interfere with the camp experience. Every staff member and volunteer followed rigorous safety protocols that allowed us to be one of the very few camps in the United States offering in-person programming. Last summer, almost 200 tests were administered without a single positive result. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, campers and staff had the opportunity to experience a renewal of hope and a reassurance that their supportive camp family was alive and well, an invaluable reminder that they will never have to deal with their diabetes alone. Tonight we are celebrating that camp currently serves over 2,500 families annually, but we have the opportunity to increase our resources and extend our services to even more families who have not yet benefited from the discovery of camp. I personally invite all of you to join me tonight in supporting this critical cause. The healthy future of all of these children depends on it.
My name is James, I'm 17 years old, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 4 months ago.
My name is Ashley, I'm 10 years old, and I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 8 years.
For 13 years.
For 7 years. I was diagnosed when I was 4 years old.
Type 1 diabetes to me is something that I know we'll have to manage forever with my son. It's something that's a forever thing that can't go away. So it's a matter of learning how to live with it versus hoping it will go away.
Camp means a lot of things to me. It means friendship, it means happiness, it means care, it means support.
It's interesting because it's so focused on diabetes in some ways, but at the same time it lets you kind of forget about that because it's focused in a way that makes you feel connected and the same with other people, which isn't something that you feel down the mountain.
When I was first introduced or shown the opportunity of Camp Conrad Chinnock, I was kind of embarrassed and I didn't really want to go, but my mom convinced me to do it and I came, and it was extremely fun and I had a really good time. I kind of realized for the first time that it wasn't just me and that I could relate to other people.
This is our first year here, and when we first got here we saw all of these welcome home signs, and just being here I feel like we really have gotten a second home, and I look forward to coming each year as a family until Hayden can come by herself.
Coming here, we all get to have a lot of fun. The kids get to have a lot of fun, but at the same time, they're learning a lot about how to take care of themselves and how to manage their diabetes on their own. There's a lot of emotional support. for the parents as well. We have split up into groups, and there's doctors here that we talk to.
Having a place like Camp Conrad is really important. Gives us a lot of hopes, and the benefits is gathering with other parents, talking together, sharing our experience.
You learn a lot from different people. Like, for example, today we were teaching some of the families, how to put in an insulin pump. Some of them did it on their stomachs, some of them did it on their arms, some did it on their leg. Basically, if they've never used an insulin pump before, or they want to try and get into using one. And then after that, as if nothing even happened, we went to the pool right after and had a giant pool day.
I really can't imagine or know where it would be now without Camp Conrad Chinnock, because like I said, it's kind of just a reminder that I'm not in it alone.
It makes you feel as though if you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want at like any time in your life. It doesn't matter like how old or young you are. It's just set your mind to it and work on it, and you can actually like get it done.
We know there's no cure for type 1 diabetes, but until then, there's places like Camp Conrad Chinnock that gives us support and hope to make it easier to inch our way or getting to the point that we can find a cure.
I would like to now take this opportunity to welcome our 2021 Gala chairpersons, Philip Burns and Maura Hudson.
Hello everyone, and a warm welcome to those of you tuning in from home for the Camp Conrad Chinnock Evening Round the Campfire Virtual Edition. We are this year's co-chairs of this important event, Maura Hudson and Phil Burns.
We are so very glad you're able to join us in this way and for your support of what is considered a home away from home for your family, your kids, and ours too, Camp Conrad Chinnock. When my daughter was diagnosed 8 years ago, we had to learn a new way of life in a short period of time. At first, we didn't know who we could count on or any other family like ours. We were frankly confused and a little scared about the future.
I remember what that was like with our daughter too, 13 years ago at age 3. I also remember meeting you and your family, and the first year at our family camp in the great Cabin 5. It was our second time there, and it was fun decorating the cabin together and seeing our girls bond. They have become quite a lifeline to each other over the years, and look at them now. It's because of camp that they have each other. They have made many new friends just like them, and they can all continue to support each other through all of life's challenges.
Camp has been such a blessing to both of us, our families, and especially our kids. We know by watching you feel the same. As you know, camp relies on the generosity of its sponsors, volunteers, and families to exist. That existence has been tested over recent years between the threat of fires and now the pandemic. After one of the hardest years, we need your support now more than ever. Let's come together and ensure the magic of camp for years to come.
Tonight, I hope you've been bidding on all the wonderful silent auction prizes and are getting ready to show your commitment in real time for Bid for a Camper. Your financial support, at whatever level you can, is vital to continuing the mission of Camp Conrad Chinnock.
Maura and I, on behalf of the staff and all supporters of camp, thank you for tuning in. Your financial support, and most importantly, the support of your campers for whom this evening and organization is all about. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Maura and Phil, for all your hard work and effort put towards tonight's event. I now want to welcome one of our special guests. He's a 4-time Emmy Award winner for Outstanding Reality Host, New York Times bestseller, and has traveled the world serving as both host and executive producer for the hit TV show Survivor. Please welcome Jeff Probst.
Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying Round the Campfire. My name is Jeff Probst, and I host a show called Survivor, which hopefully some of you are familiar with, and if you're not, you should really check it out because it's about adventure and overcoming odds and being tested in ways that push you to give everything you have, and then when you don't think you have anything left, you got to dig a little deeper. And it's astounding what people can accomplish. You know, because that's what so many of you are doing every day. Find yourself in a situation you didn't ask for, but it's the situation you're in, and you give 100% every day. And hey, if you have a down day and you're not feeling so great, that's okay. That happens to everybody. The key is after you take that moment You got to get right back to it, pushing and digging and amazing yourself with what you can accomplish. And the money that's being raised tonight, it's inspired by you. You are why everyone is here, because you're the ones. You got to constantly compete and dig deep and push yourself harder and further than you think you can go. And when you do it and you accomplish another day, you amaze yourself, right? And you remind yourself, you can do it, you got this, and you should be super proud. Thanks for letting me be a part of tonight.
Thank you, Jeff, for being such a supportive ally of Camp Conrad Chinnock and for taking the time to share some words of encouragement for our children and families living with type 1 diabetes. Now let's call upon a few of our campers who are joining us virtually to help recognize some of our major sponsors.
My name is Logan Bukago and I'm 13 years old. I have been living with type 1 diabetes for 5 years. I would like to personally thank our child sponsors for supporting Camp Conrad Chinnock, Tandem Diabetes, and the Insulet Corporation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miranda Spears. I'm 16 years old and I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 13 years. I want to personally thank the Diamond sponsors in supporting camp: the Lamprey family, the Pipkin family, the Thronson family, Gvoke HypoPen, and the Capaccio family. Thank you so much for supporting those living with type 1 diabetes.
Hello, my name is Molly Vashin. I'm 18 years old and I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 10 years. Today I'd like to personally thank the gold sponsors for helping support camp:
the Commerce family, the Moser family, the Yusuf family, Padre Foundation, the Loma Linda University Department of Pediatrics, the Rierson family, the Superfine Fallen family, the Lender, 18th Tee Charity with Ed Luce, South Bay Ford, Dr. Mariah and Jeff Bond, Mustaches for Kids, and Cat Eye Productions.
Again, I'd like to extend a very warm thank you for myself and everybody at Camp Conrad Chinnock, because your support means the world to us. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Dylan Beauchesne. I'm 17 years old and I've been living with diabetes for 16 years. And I would like to personally thank the silver sponsors on supporting camp: Spears family, the Mia Burns Aaron family, Metatronic, the Wilson family, the May family, and the Robertson Family Foundation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mia Burns. I am 16 years old. I have been living with type 1 diabetes for 8 years. I want to personally thank the bronze sponsors in supporting camp:
Dan and Sandra Bain, Philip Sacco and family, Sierra International Machinery, Dr. Kevin Kaiserman and family, the Hudson family, and Dexcom.
Now, it wouldn't be a campfire without some camp entertainment, highlighting the talents of some of our kids living with type 1 diabetes. So turn up your speakers and join me in welcoming Talon Carthy on stage, performing one of his favorite songs.
Hi, my name's Talon Carthy. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 10 years and going to camp for 8 years. Camp is like my favorite place on planet Earth. The song I'll be singing for you is Viva La Vida by Coldplay. I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the world. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets that I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword, my shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you go there was never an honest world. And that was when I ruled the world. mercenaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword, my shield, my missionaries in the foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter will call my name, never an honest word, and that was when I ruled the world. Choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword, my shield, my missionaries in the foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter will call my name, never an honest word, but that was when I ruled the world.
Thank you, Talon, for your performance. I know one day we will all be seeing your name up in lights. Now I would like to ask one of our campers to do the honor of introducing our next speaker.
Hi, my name is Ethan Wango. My sister has been diagnosed for 6 years, and I am here to announce Rocky Wilson, the Executive Director of Diabetes Camping and Educational Services.
I'm about to discover something very happening in that forest over there. Wait, I think I see something. I spy with my eyes a place in the forest. I'm seeing families with kids. They all seem so intent on doing activities. Wow, I really wish you could see this. I see some awesome activities. Kids are making crafts. Some are shooting bows and arrows. Some are swimming, riding bikes, and singing. Wait, what's this? You're not going to believe this. It looks like some of them are playing Gaga Pit and human foosball. Wow, this is amazing. What kind of place is this anyway? I just need a closer look. Okay, now I get it. It's Camp Conrad Chinnock. I've heard about this place. Have you? And do you know me? My name is Dr. Rocky Wilson, and I have the absolute best job in the world. And do you know why? In my 40 years as director of Camp Conrad Chinnock, I've had the honor to work with the most noble, kind, and giving individuals on this planet. These are the type of people who, despite a worldwide coronavirus, willingly put themselves on the line for others. You know, I can't remember a more challenging time than the past successive years of 2020 and 2021. However, I also can't remember a period of time when I witnessed the incredible number of staff, parents, and children who stepped up their efforts to keep our camp alive. Did you know that out of the 24 organized camps in our Barton Flats area where Camp Conrad Chinnock is located, 0, none, were opened in 2020, and Camp Conrad Chinnock was one of 4 that operated a full summer program in 2021. What we discovered this summer is that with preparation and cooperation, it is possible to work face to face, even during a pandemic, serving over 700 campers and with constant COVID-19 testing, make it through summer without one known case of coronavirus. Now, this credit for this phenomenal feat is shared by our dedicated staff, our campers, and especially with you, our camp families and supporters. This speaks volumes of the faith and value that all of you have in our facility and in our programs. You helped us to rediscover the tremendous power of working together. Now, if we can survive a pandemic, imagine what we can do to help our children face the difficult challenges that living with type 1 diabetes presents. Let's make a pledge tonight to reach out as far as we can to ensure that every individual that is seeking support with diabetes will be provided the experience of Camp Conrad Chinnock. And finally, please always remember the biggest discovery that I have ever made is to understand that you are the light of the world.
It's so nice to see our camp family come together tonight, even as a hybrid event. Thanks to your raffle ticket purchases, we have already raised over $20,000. So make sure to cross your fingers for some luck and head to our message boards, Instagram, and Facebook page announcing tonight's raffle winners. This organization supports youth and families of all ages. Our next camper is 14 years old and was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2011. Please welcome Max Fox.
If you could only keep two things from your life today, what would they be? For me, it would be the people in my life and my cell phone, of course. My friends and family are what support me through the ups and downs. My cell phone is what helps me juggle all the things in my life and stay connected with everyone. When I say juggling, yeah. 69.
You're low.
Yeah. When I say juggling all the things in my life, I mean being a student, getting good grades, a friend, a player on the water polo and baseball team, and I do all of those things while testing my blood sugar, taking tabs for lows, adding insulin for highs, trying to minimize my alarms in class, stay focused at school, and remembering to do all of that while taking my testing kit and tabs with me everywhere I go. That's a lot, isn't it? Those are just a few things with someone with type 1 has to juggle. The worst of it is being high or low and you feel horrible. There's nothing you can do besides correct or eat tabs until you get in a better place. I'm Max Fox. When I was 4, I was put in the hospital. It scared me half to death. It scared my parents even more, I think. 6 months later, I was at camp. We walked into family camp still scared and confused, but it's the best thing we could have ever done. We left a different family, a better and stronger one that knew that we could do type 1. And when things got hard, we had others to help us along the way. Camp means the world to me. It's like a second home. We go back year after year to both family camp, and when I go back to teen camp, I go to meet with all my friends. I can never ask for anything better. People there understand me and they're just there for me. Camp has taught me that it's okay to be you and don't let other opinions bring you down. When there are pump alarms, they don't look at you funny. When you are high or low, they just try to help you fix it. The staff not only helps you, they become friends that you laugh with at the pool and play basketball with. The best part is the friendship and support don't stop when you leave. Living with type 1 is hard. However, having the friends from camp to help support you is what makes it a disease that you can live with. It's still a juggling act, but it's one that's a little easier with your friends from camp. Camp is there to support you all day, every day. It makes family stronger and it helps me be the best that I can be.
Thank you, Max, for sharing your story. Camp continues to positively impact so many lives. One of them is the very gifted former camper Carla Gomez, who is 18 years old and was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2011. She will be singing Remember Me from the Disney movie Coco.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I I hold you in my car. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me.
Thank you, Carla. I would like to now welcome my dear friend, the Development and Program Director for Diabetes Camping Educational Services, Ryan Martz.
Tonight, we celebrate the many accomplishments of Camp Conrad Chinnock, a place in which thousands of people call home, a place for just 1 week we can take off our medical alert bracelets because everyone at camp understands type 1 diabetes. The idea that in 1957, Dr. Robert Chinnock was told he was crazy, that he wanted to take a handful of sick kids up to the mountains. Now, they didn't have the blood glucose machines that they have today, the sensors, the insulin pumps, but he still did it. And we are so grateful for Dr. Chinnock for being a pioneer and proving his doubters all wrong. That same message is instilled in our thousands of campers each year to always push forward. We have had many advancements in managing diabetes, but as you can see, technology isn't everything. There is shared experiences when you are first diagnosed that all the technology in the world can't take away, but many times a trusted friend can. Camp seeks to be that trusted friend. We share the same desire as parents, family members, and friends of children diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, to have a safe place, a place that will not only help our children and families be strong, educated, and confident, but a place filled with acceptance, a sense of belonging, and especially laughter. Further, as a nonprofit organization, we remain committed to meeting the needs of our children living with diabetes and their families. We continue to tirelessly work in developing deeper relationships with hospitals and diabetes clinics. We're growing our outreach to the underserved communities. We have been adding more year-round support programming. We opened a satellite office in Orange County located next door to Angel Stadium. And most importantly, we ensure that every child or teen who wants to attend camp has the ability to do so regardless of their financial situation. As you can see, Diabetes Camping and Educational Services is one of the most unique and thriving organizations in Southern California. And I am so proud to be a part of this growth. Thank you to all of you joining us tonight. You are supporting thousands of families and children that benefit from camp and its support programs.
We're going to begin here with the outbreak of a mystery virus in China that now has the World Health Organization on edge.
A SARS-like virus, which has infected hundreds in China, has now reached the United States.
The World Health Organization has officially called it COVID-19.
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 2020 will be the toughest year of our lives.
Camp means the world to me. I couldn't imagine living without it. But last year, when COVID hit, I couldn't come to camp, and it truly affected me. Living with type 1 at home, I couldn't have that break, so it was just constant stress and needing to look at and handle my blood sugar and my diabetes.
I don't know how many times during summer of COVID we said,
Man, we miss camp, you know. And what did we miss? We missed the camp family.
I was pretty bummed when I found out that Camp Conrad Chinnock was not happening 2020. Obviously, being inside all year, I was already kind of agitated with my diabetes, and not being able to connect and see my friends or other people with type 1 diabetes, it made it kind of hard.
Entering the hospital 4 months ago thinking that it was all COVID symptoms, and then 3 days later after being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes left me in pure shock and never would have expected it. I think during that time I never knew what it would have led to. I think in the hospital I thought it would be much less than this. But in the end, it's been a complete life changer to me and my family. And sometimes I think, well, what would this time be like right now if I wasn't diabetic? Would I still be living normally? But now when I think about this is normal for me. And I think that's what makes it so hard.
Type 1 diabetes never takes a break. I think that's the hardest part on families, and I think it's something that's kind of like a roller coaster that you're on all the time and you can't get off.
It's just like every single day you gotta test, you gotta bolus, you gotta change your like pump site, you gotta just, it's just frustrating.
You manage it and you do it the best you can to keep their levels very stable. But there are times when you can't control it and you need to have help. And we had a year like that where he ended up in the hospital and we were there for 19 days and in the ICU twice. There's scary things, and that never goes away. It's something that I hope we never have to repeat, and I hope nobody else ever has to go through that.
One thing that's really difficult is feeling like your diabetes can be a burden on someone.
It's really hard to like see my family having to look out for me 24/7, but at the same time, they're just trying to help. It's hard for me because I'm like, I don't want them to deal with that.
My biggest fear is growing old and not being able to have fun like I was as a kid, but every time I come to camp, it feels like I'm a kid again. It doesn't even feel like reality almost. It feels like a dream.
It is a good feeling for a guy like me who has diabetes because, I mean, you don't want to feel alone in anything, but knowing that people go through the same struggle, but also that they know how to fight that struggle, and that we're like, when you see like a community like this, you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, Camp Conrad knew the importance of camp. They offered camp online for the kids, and they had games, they had art projects that were super fun. And then for the adults, they still offer like a parent session, they had a meet the doctor session.
Camp Conrad Chinnock did a lot to help other campers like me feel safe. They did multiple Zoom calls, which really helped me.
I mean, to know that camp went the extra mile, went so far as to be there for their campers, it just meant the world to me. Like, they truly care.
It feels so freaking nice to be back at camp.
To finally be back at camp makes me so happy. It lets me see all of my friends that I haven't seen in so long, and it helps me reconnect with diabetes and makes me feel good about myself.
So getting dropped off at camp and the campfire that night, they asked the question, who here has diabetes? And to see the whole camp raise their hand showed that I finally made it somewhere. And that I wasn't alone, and that I could spend a week with people that are just like me, and finally shed off the loneliness that I had and just be myself for once.
It feels like you belong here, and it's not weird if, you know, your numbers are high and you say that out loud and people actually understand what you're going through. Camp Conrad Chinnock is home.
We are so excited to be back in person at Disneyland and online virtually with you tonight. Disney has been a place where magic happens every single day, not only with their theme parks, but at our gala each year. They say that the happiest place on earth is Disneyland, which might be true for some, but I think the happiest place on earth is at Camp Conrad Chinnock. Camp is a very unique place where people with diabetes can go to be supported and understand their life challenges. After being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, it can all be too easy to give up on the curiosity and magic we all once felt prior to being diagnosed. As someone living with type 1 diabetes, we often get caught up in solving problems, putting out fires, and simply surviving from one moment to the next, all while forgetting that magic ever existed. Many of you watching know what it is like to be told your child now has type 1 diabetes, to be told the devastating news that there is no cure for this new life your loved one must live. John Bon Jovi once quoted saying, "Believe in love, believe in magic, heck, believe in Santa Claus, believe in others, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. If you don't, who will?" Camp has been the place of constant self-discovery for me and for thousands of others. Camp has allowed me to meet wonderful people, and through our shared experiences, I have not only accepted my diabetes, but I dedicated my life into helping others and accepting the challenges of living with type 1 diabetes. I am standing here tonight to help raise money for a place we all call home. One of our young campers this summer told me, "Ryan, I feel more at home here at camp than I do at my home in the city." That remark stuck with me every single day leading up to tonight's gala and has motivated me to ensure we break records tonight. Camp has been a safe haven for thousands of children living with diabetes. I know with your generous gifts, we will help give many more families the opportunity, the experiences, and the support of our camp community. We have 7 giving levels this evening: $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, $100, and $50. And each year, I get the privilege to announce that we have an anonymous family who has stepped forward once again after all these years and offered to match dollar for dollar the amount raised tonight up to $15,000. Let's start the giving.
Hello, my name is Noah Sanchez. I live in Pomona, California, and I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 10 months. Please join us as we ask for a donation at the $5,000 level. Thank you for your support.
$5,000 level. This level can directly contribute to one of our ongoing renovation projects, along with supplying additional year-round support programming hosted by Camp Conrad Chinnock.
Hello, my name is Ryder Loper and I live in Ojai, California. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 5 years. Please join us as we ask for donations at the $2,500 level.
$2,500 level. This level could help provide some of the general medical supplies needed to operate our Dr. Susan Clark Health Center.
Hello, my name is Taya, and I live in Fresno, California. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 1.5 years. Please join us as we ask for donations at the $1,000 level. Thank you so much for supporting Camp Conrad Chinnock. Bye!
$1,000 level. This level can send a family of 4 to one of our family camp sessions.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I have diabetes for 1 year and 3 days. I live in Newhall, California. Please join us as we ask for donations at the $500 level. Thank you so much for supporting Camp Conrad Chinnock.
$500 level. This can send one of our campers to a youth session at Camp Conrad Chinnock.
Hi, I'm Owen. I live in San Diego and have had type 1 diabetes for over 4 years. Please join us as we ask you to donate at the $250 level. Thank you for supporting all people living with type 1 diabetes.
$250 level. This level can send a teenager to our teen winter camp that we hold in February.
Hi, my name is Tatum. I live in Corsico, California. I've had diabetes for 7 years and 4 months. Please join us as we ask for donations at the $100 level. Thank you so much for supporting Camp Conrad, Chinnock.
$100 level. This can be used to purchase summer programming supplies.
Hello, my name is Chenzo Spina. I live in Long Beach, California, and I've been living with type 1 diabetes now for around 17 years. Please join us as we ask for a donation at the $50 level. Thank you so much for your love and support of camp.
$50 level. Anyone who is willing to give at this level, it's a general giving, which is greatly appreciated. Please do so at this time. If anyone would like to make a donation at a level that wasn't mentioned this evening, please visit our website at www.diabetescamping.org. Thank you everyone for your love and for your support this evening.
We hope you enjoyed our virtual evening, and thank you for allowing me to MC this incredible event. Your contributions are so meaningful, and it is amazing to see our fundraising ticker keep going up. Thank you. We hope to see everyone in person next year.